What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of this thing. We're replacing the bumper. So, like I said in yesterday's video, we're going to be cutting off the lower half of the frame here and building a new frame for it. So, I'm going to bring you guys down and we'll get to cutting.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. The most of this night, come on baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Alright, so now we got those all cut off. We got the metal cleaned up. There is actually a slight tweak. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but this frame is supposed to be lined up with this block, which means that this frame got pushed that way. So we're going to have to stick the Porter Power in there and push this frame back out because this is technically bent a little bit. So we'll do that, and then we're going to cut and make the frame for this. Alright, we got it all in place. We got a jack holding up the back side. We got a little clamp on the front side. We're going to throw a tack here, here, 2 on the other side, and then we'll weld full beads on them. So here we go. Alright guys, so we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we're going to put the cross brace across the back, and I'll bring you guys back when we have finished with all of that, and we'll refit the bumper, see how it fits. And just like that, there it is. So we got the braces off the frame. We got those welded in 5 places instead of 2.5-ish. We got the crossbeam welded back on, and everything's good. Now, we're going to attempt to refit the bumper, see how that goes. The only thing that I'm concerned with is actually, if you can see, that frame rail right there that comes off of the truck and that frame rail right there, they're not in line with one another. And they're actually, the one on the right is much lower, almost by 1/2 inch, than the one on the left. Now, that's usually in part due to the fact that these trucks have added frame pieces. This thing's got a 2,000 pound machine in it, plus on top of the 2,000 pound machine, this thing gets soaking wet all the time. The bed is actually on here with wood, so it makes for something very interesting. So we're going to look and see how the bumper fits now. We'll probably end up having to shim it and make it fit right, but we're going to do that now. I'll set you guys up and you can check it out, see how good it fits. Alright, so not too bad for the first shot, but you can see clearly that on that side it's much higher. It's right where it should be. On this side there's quite a bit of a gap, so we're gonna have to do some minor work to shim this thing up. No big deal. We'll just stick a couple of small metal shims under here to bring all this up, and it'll be totally fine. So here we go. So shimming up the bumper made it fit perfectly. Much better than it was before. Now we just have to tweak that corner, drill 4 holes, bolt this puppy down, throw some paint on it. It'll be like it never happened. Bumper frame is on, and she's all painted up. Holes are drilled, fully welded, ready for the bumper to go back on. Worked on the bumper a little bit more in that corner, straightened that out. Just shot a quick coat of undercoating on the bottom of this bumper just to kind of salvage it a little more. It's really nothing more than surface rust, but take forever to clean it up and really make it pretty. We'll do that on the top. So we're gonna get this bumper on, we're gonna shoot some paint on it, make it nice, and bring you back when we're done. And there you have it. Back on, bolted down, painted, sealed, all that funky stuff. And you can kind of see the paint's still wet, but you can see the texture in it. We actually used some Duplicolor, this stuff right here. Duplicolor bed armor. Works pretty good. If you spray it from a distance, it doesn't look half bad. So, yeah. That is pretty much the end of this project. Straightened out the bumper, built a new frame, painted everything up, straightened. Actually, I forgot to tell you guys this, I think, anyway. He hit so hard, which is odd because there's really no... The amount of damage that was done didn't match the amount of damage you could see, if that makes sense. There's frame extensions on this truck, and they were actually bent and pushed over 1 inch. So I actually ended up having to lift the box up on the truck a little bit and straighten the frame out. So it actually did a lot of damage, surprisingly, but we got it straightened out. Everything is good here. Now we have to figure out why those lights up there don't work, and a few various other electrical issues and a few odds and ends. These guys beat the hell out of these trucks, so we're gonna get it fixed. But that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was part 2 of the bumper replacement on this van. If you liked the video, show me. Go down in the comments, write a comment, like the video, hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. I do appreciate it big time. And I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.